ears of the world watching. It's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, well, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in the Tom Brady, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments where you just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes, and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now it's 2nd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Barner's got it, complete. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
First down, Seattle.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running with Walker again. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got 1st and goal. Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots, nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sticking with Henderson. They won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. May now on 3rd down. That one complete to Diggs. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Danger, I say.
line.
You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
May on 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. They go play action. Here's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
So fourth down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. New England taking the field, its second series of the game coming up. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England first down.
36-yard line.
Off the play action, May. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard on the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. And off headed left, Henderson. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. Catch made. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots break the tie here in the first. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Boy Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Seahawks 7.
Now Boy Gallis on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game. Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. From the gun, Darnold. Just a little bit too low to be brought in.
What a great fight from those blockers to keep buying him time in the pocket to find the throw. You wish that effort could have been rewarded with a completion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. On play action, here's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, second down.
Number 3, Demario Douglas. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
May now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones with the pick.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They'll have a shorter field ahead of them now, Brock. That pick sets them up just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 43. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Brought down by Craig Woodson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's a design run. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Throwing deep here for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. The Patriots running their offense out there. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust, and then they got to believe that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. We've got the Patriots in front. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. No repeat success in that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. May looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 13-point lead. Mario Douglas with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. One after is good by Borregales. Patriots double their lead to 14.
21. Seahawks 7.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
To kick off for New England.
Shaheed now to return. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Walker on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st down, Seahawks.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Toss play. This is Walker. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the red zone on first. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a one-score game in the first half. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Let's get this point.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Henderson here from the gun. He dodged the tackle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's going to take it himself. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing is May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play fake, Darnold. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here's Darnold to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Walker running to the right. Along the sideline past midfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 27 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Walker now from the gun. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
To the air on third and long. He's going for it himself. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded by Henderson. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. It's Henderson on the give. Hits a seam at the 40. Jukes away from one. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on first. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
May off the play fake. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. May now. Finds the in route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Henderson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. To throw, here's May. This one's caught. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 17.
Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. They send a man in motion. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, they need 7. Throwing here, Darnold. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout.
Third down.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Patriots into the dime, third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They'll throw, third and long. He's got his man, this is Walker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. And again, it's Darnold. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
From the gun, Darnold. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. The flag makes this third down and 10. They'll air it out on third. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Fielded by Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First down, May. It's complete, Kyle Williams. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action. Here's May. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Slot man motioned over. Throwing is Darnold on third down. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That play good for 17 on a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10 from the 43. A give up the gut to Walker. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Staying with Walker. Across midfield to the 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Here's Walker running right. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Now Darnold off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Darnold looking to throw. It's his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Walker. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Mike McDonald with his eyes glued to this field, his offense lining up for two.
The Seahawks will line up for the
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead.
You spend all week on two-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Tossing it to Henderson. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's completed right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Give him 25 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
And the Seahawks first down.
New set of downs from the 37. Now Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Finds a man right side. And a tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
1st and 10, Darnold. Stepping up, and he's going to run. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 3rd-quarter lead.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Mike McDonald with his eyes glued to this field, his offense lining up for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working now from the gun. Drops back.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail, it would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Intended for Kayshon Boutte. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks stop headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
It's Walker on the give. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a second title is within their reach. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off. A little bit of penetration. You don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
Punting unit out now. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 from the 32. Now here he goes on the boot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, you'll often hear me talk about setting an edge, setting an edge. Well, think of it this way as well, especially with a bootleg. You want to be like the jaws of a defense. You want to just keep him inside. Get those jaws a-closing, and there's no escape valve for the QB then.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. From the gun, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's brought down before the return gets far. The New England offense running out now. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. Henry on the catch. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They bring Diggs in motion. May now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And that brings up 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
May now on 3rd down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
That's taken at the 15. He gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. He let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
They kick the running back in motion. On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And this one does not go far.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Darnold off the play action. Brought in right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And again, it's Darnold. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead to 7. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks grow their lead to 8.
Seahawks 36, Patriots 28.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. May off the play fake. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. That one complete to Diggs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Oh, finds his running back, Henderson. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Looking to throw. And he has this down to the 34. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Henderson here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Seahawks 33-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots 8 points behind. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Well, left side cut by Douglas. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots cut it to just 2 late in the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Here it is, maybe their final gasp at the Lombardi. They need to convert here to tie this one up.
The Patriots will line up.
Here he is to throw. And he's taken down. The defense maintains the 2-point lead. That was the play they needed. Now gotta hope your defense or special teams can come through and get you that football back.
And the sooner the better, too, because time is not their friend. They always have the onside kick to bail them out, but after that, it might be time for this D coordinator to crank up the aggression meter, and you know every one of these defenders will be attacking the ball.
Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. It's his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 42-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. Now they've got to figure things out on third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Setting up to pass. Connection made to Shaheed. And he gets the Seahawks first down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a second time. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end, really just one or two moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle-tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's